Okay, this is my system in the shed. Basically, I'm running a bin here with flow corn jap mat in there, and I'm running an easy pod here. And what's going on is I've just recently added a protein skimmer onto the system here. And I was running this whole system before I had the protein skimmer, which is going up the wall there like that, going down and joining on to my two pipes, which are with my two returns that are in this 5,000 litre pond here in the shed. I added the protein skimmer basically because I wasn't really getting clean water. My theory was, the real problem was I wasn't getting enough of a pull coming through my bottom drain. It's a 4-inch bottom drain running from the pond, goes under the floor here in the shed, and then pops up down there and runs into the easy pod. The easy pod then off a 3-inch pipe becomes a 2-inch pipe, runs in, goes into me bin, comes out of my bin up here as 1.5 inches, flows down into the pump. Used to go into this UV, not doesn't anymore because I don't actually need it in here. Goes over to my heater here, which is at the moment being bypassed because it's the summer and I don't need the heater on. And then continues on down back to the pond again. Now, my problem is I didn't think I was getting enough of a flow on this drain, and the drain was, the whole system was running on a 4,000 litres an hour pump. It was working fine for the last 2 years or so. It's only recently it wasn't really keeping the water clean, and as you can see in there, it's quite murky. I don't know if it's coming across well on the camera or not, but it's kind of it's pretty murky in there at the moment. Now, so I went and I bought this Superfish 8,000 litre pump, thinking that if I put the 8,000 litre pump on it, it should be enough pull on it to run both the returns and the protein skimmer. Now, the worrying thing about all of this is it doesn't seem to have enough flow on it to run this fella, this thing here, protein, I keep forgetting what it's called, protein skimmer, and to run my returns at the same time. The flow that you see going on there on that protein skimmer at the moment is working at that level, which isn't really, I don't know if it's coming across well on the camera here either, but it's not really running a full pelt. And I have one of the valves over here closed and the other one's only barely open. And if I close that completely, you'll get a feel for what the protein skimmer could look like with all that media and doing its job. Now, you might say, well look, who cares about the two returns? Why not just run it off the protein skimmer and return to the pond like so? Fair enough, until you come back here and look at the flow coming through the easy pod. Now, I'm not seeing a huge amount flowing through the easy pod, and I'm not convinced that I'm getting the pull through the easy pod that I could be getting with an 8,000 litre pump. And if I was, more importantly, if I was, I would have thought that with an 8,000 litre pump, since this is only feeding 2-inch into this bin, that it would be emptying the bin, that the 2-inch wouldn't be able to keep up with this being drained. And so I can only conclude that I'm after losing, most of my pull is being lost in all the heads that's required to push up this water up into this protein skimmer. So again, if I can just demonstrate, I'll turn these valves back open again. All power to this dies. I'll turn this off altogether. So now I'm just running my 2 returns. I'll go back to my bin over here. I'll go back to my I don't know whether it comes across there, but it's definitely flowing harder through this Easy Pod now than it was. So, am I getting the 8,000 litres pull now? I probably am, but I'm also thinking maybe that since I don't have any valves on this, that maybe this is trying to push water up here as well. That's just getting push, 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 and I'm losing some of my pressure there. If I had a valve on that and I could close it, I'd probably getting more pull and more of a push through the system. So the question I have after all this waffle is, what do I do about it? How can I solve this problem? How can I get my protein skimmer to work and to get them to work? Is the 8,000 litre pump enough to do it, or do I need a bigger pump again? I don't run any showers or anything like that, so I don't really. Oh, here, I'm running out of water here now. Yeah, this is going down. So the pull is obviously much better here. We're just running off those. I'm not losing any water from the head of that protein skimmer trying to push up. So 8,000 litre is outstripping this now, which is promising. So I'll open my bypass there and give a bit more water coming from the pod, so it's drawn from both the pod and the bin. For the moment, that'll run that. Now the question is, so I'm getting more of a pull coming through my drain now, but the question is, how can I get this to work the way I wanted to do it? Do I need to put another pump on the protein skimmer? Is that actually what's required? Do I need to put another pump on it? I do have another 4,000 litre pump. Is it a pump that I need to put on there, or is it a valve I need to put on there? I don't know. But I'd like to get this protein skimmer working since I have it, and I'm really kind of at a loss here as to how to go forward. So if anyone could give me some tips on, maybe they have some experience of trying to do this. I'd imagine trying to run a shower causes the same problems, and anyone who maybe has run a protein skimmer like this before on a pond, maybe they can give me some advice on what it is I should be doing. A little bit frustrated at the moment, so I'd require any help you can give me. Thank you.